What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What is really good in the hood? This is your man Theo Butler, my man Troy, and my man Marlo, and welcome to Fat Mouth Sports. Spend some time with us, with
To be a bad boy. Dak hadn't done nothing, but he ain't done nothing bad, but had a party during Corona. We are. If you don't have, you
I
have
need my check in.
if you don't have a drug problem, you ain't. God forbid this. Had girlfriend problems, beat your wife, or done something. I mean, are you really a Cowboy player? Nah.
I mean,
for everybody
all I'm
that's not
saying
paying
is,
attention, we have just
if he
started
been there for you,
at a great point because all the stuff that's been said about the Cowboys has just now been validated by a Cowboys fan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's normal. I'm okay with that. Like, you have to have some kind of like clout to be a Cowboy. Like, I mean, look at Michael Irvin. Let me tell you one thing. Michael Irvin is the epitome of a Dallas Cowboy. Like, drugs, women, craziness.
Stayed out of trouble. Troy Aikman stayed out of trouble.
Troy, well, I mean, he was white. How many concussions did Troy have? He had like a dozen every season. Like, that man probably, he don't remember a lot of this stuff. And then what happened to him at the end? He didn't get along.
You know what happened to him at the end? Tony Romo came in and started for no good reason.
No. It was when we got, what's his call as a coach? Him and who do we get as a coach? And he got upset about this. It was after Jimmy left. Who do we have after?
About Barry.
Yeah. When Barry came in, Troy was mad. He was upset.
I'd have been mad too.
Because Barry did not handle the team like Jimmy Johnson did.
So it's some backstory to the whole Barry Troy Aikman thing.
And that's because of when Barry didn't pick him as wasn't it when
Barry switched to the head coach of Oklahoma.
He was
Troy Aikman went to what? What did Troy went to? UCLA?
Was it UCLA or somewhere in Florida? I can't remember.
No, he didn't go to Florida. I think he went to UCLA because he was out on the West Coast.
Yep, he went to UCLA.
Yeah,
Barry
right.
wanted him to be an option quarterback. And he was like, hey, no.
And Jimmy always wanted him. And when he got Jimmy, he was happy.
Yeah, Jimmy don't like turning the ball over, which is what we tried to tell Marlo last week. That's why. No, actually, my bad. We tried to tell Troy that last week because Troy was selling out when we talk about Bruce Arians and everything like that and the quarterbacks that he's had to let Troy know. No, Jimmy Johnson drafted Troy Aikman because he did not want a quarterback that was turnover prone. He knew Troy was going to take care of that football.
This is true.
Troy gonna take care of that football. Especially I got Emmett behind me too, and then you got Michael Irvin pushing off for the deep balls. Oh yeah, we ain't tripping.
Wait, hold on, stop. What we're not gonna do is act like Michael Irvin was going deep. We're not doing that. We're not.
What you mean?
He had Alvin Harper.
Michael Irvin. Wait, hold on. We got the Dallas Cowboy fan on here, so I'm gonna let her settle this. But I know Alvin Harper was a deep threat, but Mike did go deep too sometimes and would push off to get over.
Please, I love Michael Irvin's one of my favorite Cowboys. Please don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not. Hold on. Michael Irvin is a top 5 wide receiver all time. I'm gonna say that. But what made him great was his ability to work in space. He was a bigger body, and yes, he did push off when the ball was
Yeah, I love it. He taught me how to play wide receiver. I said, you know what? Michael Irvin is giving a lesson on how to beat people when you ain't fast. I love it. Push off, I get separation just like that.
This is true. This is true. I used to like watching him and what's the name, Dion, go back and forth with it. Like, that was really good back then when they were on opposite sides.
Dion was not given credit for how physical he was. Nobody gives him credit for that because they always talk about the fact that he made business decisions when he tackled. No, he was not running up on nobody like he was your boy from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Rod. He wasn't doing that. I'm not finna try.
Hey, you ain't putting no respect on that. You ain't putting enough respect on that.
I don't have to put no respect on it. When he got older, he went from corner to safety because he was going up trying to hit people. But what
hold on. That's not true. I'm not gonna let you do that. The reason why Rod Woodson moved to safety from cornerback, ironically enough, we talking to a Dallas Cowboy fan. before they played Dallas in that Super Bowl, he tore his ACL the first game of the season against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, this is true.
So that move from cornerback to safety wasn't I can't hit nobody no more. No, I ain't running as fast. I'm not running as fast as I used to. Even though I'm still running by some people. Rod Wilson was one of the first football players I've seen come back same season ACL tear.
Yeah.
That wasn't common. And Pittsburgh made it to the Super Bowl, and then Jerry Jones paid Neil O'Donnell to throw 2 interceptions to Larry Brown to deliver the Super Bowl to the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go. Don't do it.
I mean, listen. I don't know how you throw the same route to the same defensive back and ain't nobody standing over there but him each and every time. I still don't know how you do that. The dude
needed a contract extension.
Hey man, we looked out for him.
My Raiders with his new contract.
Wait, you're a Raiders fan?
You're saying that like there's something wrong with that. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. He's saying that like she has something on her chest that she want to get off.
No, I'm just saying, okay.
I mean, Troy, we support we don't know why you are a Raider fan, but we support your decisions.
You mean you don't know why? I'm not.
Tell me, why are you a Raiders fan?
Ooh.
Okay, so
is it the Las Vegas Raiders now or no? What are y'all?
The Nevada Raiders.
Las Vegas.
The Nevada Raiders.
No, don't do
the
that.
Los Angeles Raiders.
That beautiful stadium down from the Strip. Don't do that.
The Southern California Raiders.
Everybody be trying to go to Vegas right now. But anyway.
The University of Central Los Angeles Raiders.
My little old favorite players out there. Who do y'all pick up from the Cowboys?
Jimmy Smith, dear God, that was like the worst.
Just recently, y'all signed what's this guy's name? Oh my God.
I will give him back for a bag of chips. Jason Witten is the worst tight end in the history of NFL football.
Man, he's a good
5'8". That's how slow he is. Come on. Oh my God.
You don't drop that ball though.
Who? Wait, who
Jason Witten.
Jason Witten went to the Raiders?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow. I'd have quit.
He's not starting. We got Waller. I already told you. Don't even worry about it. He ain't starting. He just there to teach routes. He's really an assistant coach. That's really what he's getting paid to be, an assistant coach.
I mean, he was so bad at commentating. Like, it was horrible.
Hold on. You can't even say he's an assistant coach because they have been talking about this on First Take. They have been talking about this on First Things First, how Jason Witten didn't do anything for the tight ends for the Dallas Cowboys. Didn't teach them, didn't help them with nothing, which is ironic because I'm like, honestly, bro, the reason why you left the Dallas Cowboys because you weren't that good anymore. You got a broadcasting job, but you quit that one because you realized Tony Romo was a whole lot better than you. You come back to the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones takes sympathy on you. Jerry, if you can pay Witten, you can pay Dak. And the Cowboys waving.
He paid Witten, but like what? He paid Witten less. It wasn't that much he paid Witten.
I would have paid him to come back.
I was mad he brought him back because they took away a draft pick for us. Like, we could have picked up somebody in the draft for him.
Right. Now watch this. Watch this. Let's go with this one. If I'm Dak Prescott, you ain't pay Jason that much money, but his principles involved. You gave him some money, and we let him go for a reason. You bring the dude back, and then you retired,
right?
You find money to pay Jason Witten, but you struggling to find my change.
I think he gave Jason Witten $1 million. That ain't nothing to Jerry.
Okay, so
the money that Dak ain't nothing to Jerry. The money that Dak won't ain't nothing to Jerry.
It's not, but I really honestly, I think it's just about just to keep the buzz going, to be honest, because there's no reason why Jerry can't give him this money. Not at all.
That's not his quarterback.
But who is?
The dude that's broadcasting right now. That's him. That him. Them him. Now watch this. They don't mess right around and let Dak walk up out of there, and you gonna put your Super Bowl championship hopes on the quarterback that couldn't win playoff games in Cincinnati, Kittner.
No, that's Dalton. Andy.
Yeah, my bad, Andy Dalton. Right, the red rifle.
The red rifle, the red dumbass. That dude had Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
And T.O. on the same team, and you couldn't do over 500? Like, what?
Listen, I'm a Steelers fan. You need to know. I used to look at Ocho Cinco over on one side, and what was the T.J. Hushmanzada on the other side, and I was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus, Father God, just.
Hey,
But you can always count on the Bengals to implode though.
His career.
Who?
Corey Dillon was on that squad towards the end of his career before he went to New England.
Well, everybody and their mama on that. Listen, them boys like can't get right from life. The Bengals can't get out there. They can't get right. I ain't never seen it where you could literally beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. All you gotta do is not do nothing stupid. What does Montez Burfict do? Something stupid.
Hey.
What? I don't care if he's a Raider. Matter of fact, let's talk about it. If that's who you got on your team, along with Jason Witten, you know what? This ain't Lyle Zado them. This ain't Jack Tatum them. This is embarrassment for the Raider lore. This is an embarrassment. It's a disgrace. I'm speaking for the silver and black attack, but back in the day, which is once again, Troy has made me defend another team for the third week in a row.
I know you ain't talking. You had me defended. Oh my God, you had me defending Danny Ainge.
I don't know why you defended Danny Ainge.
Because you tried to make that man like he was an actual NBA star.
Who? You never said Danny Ainge was good. I was the one dragging Danny Ainge last week.
No, I'm talking about that. Oh my God, I can't remember his name right now.
Troy.
That man, Doc Rivers, was not that.
Troy.
He was not that dude.
Troy, I never said Doc Rivers was. Troy.
Oh, wait.
Me and you, anybody on this podcast could have played with that Celtic team and got 10 points a game.
Stop it. Stop talking about.
I said anybody on this podcast, and I can't shoot. You know that. You played on the same basketball team.
Still mad about you Matt Ryan.
Oh, man.
He's talking like Danny Ainge had a mean crossover. Danny Ainge ain't had no step back. He ain't had no crossover. I ain't never seen him spin the ball on his hand. I ain't never seen him do that. He couldn't dunk on nobody. He was back. You know what? The only person that we can say Danny Ainge dribble better than is Clyde Drexler. I said it. And we know how Clyde dribbled.
Hold on. Wait. So you know we make clips,
John
right?
Stockton, stop talking about Danny Ainge.
Hold on. You know we make clips, right? This is not going to be a clip. Because you just, you went out of your way. You got out the car, walked down the street to disrespect Clyde Drexler.
I ain't disrespect Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler is one of the greatest two guards to ever play the game. His dribble game is god-awful. You dribble better than Clyde Drexler. I played with you. I dribble better than Clyde Drexler. You know why? We dribble with our head up.
We just got undone.
Troy, you gonna get an assist from Clyde Drexler dribbling the ball?
No, that's not what he did.
Y'all know we doing. Got the show going. Who is knocking on the door? And I got a podcast. I tell you, I got a podcast at 9:00. What you want? He just want me to taste his meatloaf. His New England style meatloaf. I'm like, damn, does it have beef in it?
What is?
I didn't know there was such a thing as New England style meatloaf. I thought it was just, meat.
Just meatloaf. Just regular meatloaf.
Listen,
my
man.
bad.
Yes, I can't with you. Like, we wasn't even supposed to be talking about this. And for everybody, if you're new to the podcast, please understand that we may have topics on the board, and that's the beauty of the podcast. We may go completely off the rails because I get accused on a regular basis of being the irrational one. However, either the irrational is rubbing off.
Act like Danny Ainge was all that. Is Danny Ainge one of the 50 greatest players of all time?
Doc Rivers.
Is Danny Ainge one of the 50 greatest of all time?
The nuns of our Church of Mercy was
you
better.
keep throwing Doc Rivers in there like I'm saying Doc Rivers was all that in the bag of chips. The reason why I bring up Danny Ainge is because if you switch out Danny Ainge and put Doc Rivers on that same team, you're going to get the same thing.
He ain't not hitting no game winners. He not biting Tree Rollins on the leg. He ain't doing none of that.
Wait, Troy. Who is letting Doc shoot a game winner? Danny Ainge got 4 people that's in the Hall of Fame playing with him. You doubling off one of them, and know who you doubling off of? Danny Ainge. You ain't finna leave Larry Bird. You finna leave Larry Bird? You gonna leave Kevin McHale? You gonna leave Robert Parrish? Or you leaving Dennis Johnson? No, you leaving the white dude. The dude that ain't got no mean dribble. Now let's flip this thing and let's go look at Doc Rivers. Who you leaving? Tree Rollins? Man, I wish I would leave Tree Rollins. Man, come on, bro. I'm not finna double Tree Rollins for nothing. Dominique Wilkins? Well, hell, there was small forwards all over the place. Larry Bird got Dominique Wilkins. They both gonna go 30 for 30. Who else we got? Spud Webb, my height. He got to shoot over somebody. Who are you doubling off of in Atlanta for Doc Rivers to be hitting game winners like that? It's the same player.
This is the part. I gave him a pass on Atlanta. I cannot give you a pass in New York.
What you mean?
I got Charles Oakley, Xavier McDaniel. I
give my mama. Roy, you talking like Michael Jordan wasn't in Chicago.
No, I'm not. I'm talking
everybody
was
taking them to
to come in there and solidify that.
What job, Troy? What job do you have against Michael Jordan? You Doc Rivers, you what 6'3", 6'4"? What you finna do with this? You ain't jumping like that. Doc Rivers got the same business that Mike gave Danny Ainge, and he gave it to Danny Ainge just like he gave it to Doc Rivers in 2 different states.
Oh,
I'm supposed to feel sorry. I'm sorry. He got paid too, right?
He gave it to Danny Ainge in Phoenix.
Every one of them players got paid, right? They had a job to do. Because
right.
Mike Brady's don't mean they ain't have no job to do.
Hold on, but see, you keep acting like he didn't do this to Danny Ainge.
No, I'm not.
You act like because you keep talking. Hold on, Troy. Doc Rivers dribbles better than Danny Ainge. Doc Rivers dribbles better than Danny Ainge. He probably dribbled faster with the basketball than Danny Ainge, but he's playing on a worse team. Danny Ainge played on the Boston Celtics. You act like it would have been hard for me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot our co-host name because you got me in my feelings right now.
To the Eastern Conference Finals? Did he not make it up?
You got me in my feelings right now. You act like all 3. Troy, you act like we couldn't have came off the bench and got 10 for Boston Celtics with that squad. Troy, they'd have left us open all day long. We'd have been laying up and everything like that. I'd have knocked in a 5-foot jumper. I'd have had me some double assists. Oh, man, y'all tripping.
We're not doing this.
We did work. Danny Ainge. You talking about the point guard with no points? Danny Ainge?
So I have a question. How did this conversation even start? Like, why was this even?
So I'm gonna tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
So in the first episode, Theo got in his feelings because he had to defend some things he didn't want to defend. Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins,
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wait, why are you defending Matt Ryan?
Thank you.
Okay.
And why are we defending Kirk Cousins? You like that?
Okay.
Right?
No. You ready? No. You ready? Okay. Here we go. We started this whole podcast off. Marlo was like, Tampa is going to the Super Bowl. And I was like,
Of this next year coming up?
Well, I don't think nobody doing that this year. Yeah, he was like, they going now. So I said, when I look at teams, I always like to go through divisions to see, okay, who's going to make the playoffs? Who's going to have a wild card? So at the very least, if I look at the teams in the NFC, I like Dallas like the NFC East.
Okay.
I don't like nobody really in the NFC North, but hell, if I gotta pick somebody, I'm gonna pick Minnesota. I'm gonna pick Detroit. I'm gonna pick. Hold on.
I think the Lions may have a chance.
They always think they got a chance, just like the Buccaneers fans say. So we gonna go with Mr. Trubisky, Chicago.
They got a defense.
We gonna go with Aaron. We gonna go with Green Bay. They didn't address their issues in the draft. Okay, I guess by default it's Minnesota and Kirk Cousins. You like that? I don't have a choice. Now I got to look at the NFC West. We know it. We're only talking 2 teams. either Seattle or San Francisco. I don't like Jimmy G. I'm gonna go with Russell Wilson. I like New Orleans to come out the NFC. Yeah, I don't like Jimmy G. I don't know how you can't. The coach is only asking you to throw the ball 5 times, complete 5 passes. You can't do that. Anyway,
I think Garoppolo would have had the chance had he not come from a Belichick system.
He had 16 games to get that right and some bonus playoffs. Like I ain't understand. Like you can't make this thing work. But then we got the NFC South.
Okay.
We like the New Orleans Saints to win it. Now, see, watch this. Troy ain't gonna tell you I agree with him. I like the New Orleans Saints to win the NFC South. But if we talking a wild card team, I like Tom Brady to get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the wild card. But if he get them to the wild card, there's a chance that they can go to the Super Bowl. There's a chance. If it ain't but one, it's a chance. That's all I was saying. And then he was talking about Matt Ryan. First of all, I didn't like the fact that I had to defend Matt Ryan. I was in my feelings. I'm from Georgia, but I'm not a Falcon fan. Point blank, period. I don't like doing this. But let's look at Matt Ryan. Boston College. How many offensive coordinators has he had? Clearly, Kyle Shanahan ain't all that because he don't know what the hell he doing in San Francisco after they hired him as a head coach. He don't know how to coach in game-winning situations. Was that Matt Ryan's fault? Then Troy tried to double down and say, well, Matt Ryan should have known better than to be running the plays that he was sending into him. I said, oh, you mean like Russell Wilson? Because I wouldn't have never threw that slant if we talking about it. Russell Wilson had way more Super Bowl experience than Matt Ryan did when he got there. Russell been there before.
Yeah.
Beast Mode just ran for first down. It's 1st and 3. Hey, Russell, let me get that slant. Bring it in, fellas. We're going to go halfback dive on 2. Halfback dive on 2. I ain't heard that. So that's how he got me to defend Matt Ryan.
So I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Russell Wilson. That's what you mean.
Russell Wilson, of course.
That ain't a hard question. What you talking about?
I just want to make sure. Because
what you mean?
Why would you
everybody. Yeah, I'm like, why would you need to make sure of that?
I want everybody to know that, like, Matt Ryan will never get into the Hall of Fame because of that Super Bowl, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I'm of the mindset he wasn't going if he would have won that Super Bowl.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
You act like his receivers helping him out. His best receiver is like me at the house most of the time because he hurt.
So who you have for the AFC South?
In the AFC South, wow. You know what? The AFC South took a turn for me when I started playing Madden 20 and I played the face of the franchise and I got drafted by the Miami Dolphins and I realized they don't have no offensive line. So I don't know what two are going to do. I don't know what two are
Well, first off, they're in East. So that's first off. But.
Oh, she did say that. She did say the AFC South. My bad.
I'm going to tell you, the AFC South, wow, I'm about to go out on a limb here.
It's going to be a limb.
It's because all of them bad. But if
all of them
bad. But if I gotta take somebody that's bad, I gotta take. Oh my God, I'm about to say this. Indianapolis.
Okay, I can rock with that.
Can I come back? Because I don't.
Yeah, we'll come back to that because we ain't hit at all, and we 30 minutes in. So let's go ahead since we do have a Cowboy fan in.
You ready? I wouldn't be surprised if everybody in the AFC South went 8-8.
That's my division right there. That's the only way to get out of our division, 8-8.
So, since we do have a Cowboy fan here, and we did kind of touch on it, that agent has left CAA.
Oh, did. I saw that.
And Dak has been franchised. Now, I am of the mindset that Dak need to be picking up the phone and calling Kirk Cousins. Like, hey, how I can get $100 million with no guaranteed contract? And Kirk gonna tell him, get your stats. Don't try to be a hero. Don't throw no interceptions. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it down.
Yeah.
And they're gonna franchise you the next year. Because the numbers gonna look good, but you ain't doing nothing.
Hey, you know what? I'll take Dak in Pittsburgh. Y'all can have Ben Roethlisberger.
No, we good.
How you keep trying to give away Ben? He don't like the Las Vegas Raiders, but he'll take our quarterback.
You damn right I'll take him. You know what's wrong with your quarterback, man? Your quarterback is shell shocked. I would be too, getting my ass hit like that all the damn time. Hell, I don't even know if I'd have went to the NFL the way his brother was getting hit playing. Man, no. Put him behind our offensive line. I'll take David. You got me messed up. I'll take him.
Who's your number two quarterback?
Huh?
Who's number 2 for the Raiders?
I don't know. We're picking up people off the street at this point. Like, we got that boy like gangbusters, and now we just picking up people off the street. Oh, you ain't gonna make it. We cut this dude. We cut 3 people in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we cut 3 running backs. At this point, Theo might get signed next week.
You ready? Here we go. You ready? Let's all be petty for a moment. Let's take a petty moment for the show. Colin Kaepernick is still available. Let me be safe. Let me be petty again. Colin Kaepernick is better than I know at least 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. Sorry, maybe 12. And it ain't but damn 32 teams in the league. So that means Colin should have a job.
Pittsburgh. How many jobs did Mark Sanchez have?
Too many. We need to recirculate the money.
Some bad quarterbacks. I have Marcus Mariota as my backup. Like, do you know how that tests you as a fan? You imagine just like,
I got Ben Roethlisberger as a quarterback. At least you got Marcus Mariota. Who we got? Dodgers in the 25th century. That's what we got at quarterback. We got a dude that got hit so hard he swear the dude and called him out his name and everything like that. That's what. And Ben ain't gonna make a 16-game season.
Nah, he gonna get hurt. Wait, we'll give him like 4 or 5 games. Then it's gonna be a shoulder injury.
Here you go. Can I say
Marcus is gonna throw 15 passes, 4 of them gonna be interceptions.
Hold on. Can I ask a question? Mike Tomlin seems like a no-nonsense coach, right?
Like 8 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, not today.
Why in the hell is he putting up with Ben Roethlisberger? Like, bro, do you not know this dude has cost you at least, watch this. I'm of the mindset Ben didn't cost him at least 3 trips to the Super Bowl and at least 1 Super Bowl trophy.
So
there's no reason in the world why I'm sitting up here saying Tom Brady is a better quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger, considering Ben Roethlisberger is a better athlete.
You can't wait for me to say it again, huh? You just want me to say it again for the podcast. It's already a clip out there. I don't need to say it.
As a Steeler fan, there's no reason why Tom Brady embarrassed Ben Roethlisberger every time they faced each other almost every time. And this dude got drafted way behind you, and he ain't the athlete that you are. What it is, though, is Tom Brady's a better football player. And I don't like being able to say that because I don't like New England. But Tom Brady cares more about winning in one finger than Ben Roethlisberger cares about in his whole body. Ben Roethlisberger is a selfish quarterback. They should have sent him packing with Antonio Brown.
AB. I like Tom. Only reason I like Tom Brady's his work ethic.
Yes.
That man says he has 2 plans for every season. And that's the plan from like preseason to the Super Bowl or preseason to the next season. Like he doesn't play, he only practices for 2 things, whether he's gonna win or not win. And he's gonna keep practicing. So I don't know anybody else in NFL who has that same work ethic.
We know who don't have it. We know who don't have it. I can tell you who don't have it. I don't know what he doing. Talking about my elbow feel fine. My elbow was giving me problems for the past 2-3 seasons. Are you serious? Your elbow been giving you problems for the past 2-3 seasons? This when we getting it fixed? You ain't even want to come back before this year. Man, I don't know if I want to. Now you want to come back. They should have left his ass home.
Oh, Theo, remember 2 years ago when we got kicked off of YouTube because somebody was bullying your defensive tackle, by the way. Yeah. Let's try not to do that this year. Let's try not to do that. But I still feel like Gerald McCoy is an overrated defensive tackle.
He is.
He
Him
is.
and Ndamukong Suh.
By the way, if anybody is curious, he's the reason that I became
What Ndamukong
afraid of
gonna
fate.
do? Kick you in your ankle?
Step on you.
Step on your knee? He ain't sacking nobody. Your quarterback got all day with Ndamukong Suh rushing. The only way he gonna get the running back is if the running back run into him.
I'll see this.
But he get him.
Oh, all right. So let's go ahead and transition to, over the weekend. We recorded on Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, the Big Ten sent out a notice that, based on advice of legal counsel, we are going to freeze everything, football activities, to 2-a-days. So the key words in, based on legal advice from counsel. Well, it wasn't a big thing when the MAC said, you know what, we ain't going to play this year. None of our schools playing, because all our big money games against the Big Ten, and they only play in the conference schedule. So it ain't worth it for us to put these kids at risk. If somebody gets sick and die, we can't afford it. Y'all big boys, y'all got billions of dollars. Y'all can handle it. We can't. On Friday, the Big Ten and Pac-12 let everybody know, no. We can't afford it either. Somebody, mama and daddy, then contact an attorney that then sent somebody a letter. Well, when the attorney start talking and nobody else start talking, it's real now. I do not believe, I can't see a way forward for this season to happen under these conditions. And you add in the fact that these boys know they got power and they're trying to unionize. So the NCAA got two issues, and I think really what they're going to try and do is stall out this whole union talk and try and stave off any legal issues that they may run into if somebody gets sick and die, because we've already had kids get infected. LSU had, 20 players? Clemson had like 13. I'm waiting on the Florida State numbers to come out.
You speak on, I'm so glad that I apologize for interrupting. You speak on Clemson. How many did Clemson have?
Like 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
And what is Clemson quarterback around here running his mouth talking about?
Oh, yeah.
That's Dabo Sweeney's boy. That's Dabo Sweeney's boy. Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going to get out my feelings.
I got to be consistent, right? Because I call out hypocrisy. I say how I feel. So I got to be consistent in what I say. And I don't like Tom Brady. I don't like Matt Ryan. So I'm just going to be honest with it. Fuck Dabo Sweeney. Dabo been telling us exactly who he is for the last 4 years. And we keep sending our churn to him. Oh, this and this and this. Well, it went unnoticed, but Florida State, Georgia Tech, Georgia just signed a bunch of top 50 players right in Dabo's backyard. Because what coaches do, and what they always do is, oh, that's what you're going to say, Dabo? You're gonna say that in public like it's okay. All right. So when they call Lil Johnny, because they ain't visiting nobody's houses right now, when they call Lil Johnny on a Zoom call, hey, let me show you what Dabo said. Oh, no, Dabo don't want you to get no money until after you graduate. So you're going to be broke, poor, and under his supervision until you graduate. So, yeah, okay. That's how you feel, Dabo? And that's what we tell the kids. And now they sign in other places. And Alabama, when all of this clear up, is going to win another national title because they're going to win the recruiting wars for the next 3 years.
Hold on, bro. You so disrespectful. You say Georgia, and then you just throw the championship over there to Alabama. Damn, if we got all them players from Dabo's backyard, like just don't get a national championship to Alabama. Can you just say it's gonna come down to Georgia and Alabama? Like, can you give us that? Like, you hurt my feelings just then. Like, how you do that?
I am only basing that off of what I've seen them do in the SEC championship games.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't really argue with that one because we got to beat Alabama first for me to open up my damn mouth. So, continue.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna say, okay.
Hey, I'm like Troy. I keep it 100. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm a fan. I'm not a fanatic. I am a Georgia Bulldog fan, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm not a fanatic. I'm gonna call it straight the way I see it. Get rid of Ben Roethlisberger.
I mean, you better than me because you already know how I feel about the Florida State head coach. He got 2 years to win a national championship, and his ass got to go. Because I remember.
Oh, you might as well say he's gone right now.
How you gonna? So we're gonna take a Florida State break real quick. You gonna hire a coach that had cornrows in the 90s. Cornrows.
I'm gonna come back to Florida State. We're gonna come back to Florida State.
You ain't want no black coach, but you gonna get an appropriated black coach. That's what we getting.
You like so many other people are in denial when it comes to the state of Florida. I'll be trying to teach y'all this, be trying to tell y'all this for years. And I'm so glad we got another host on here tonight because she's going to be able to co-sign for me. First, I'm going to go back to Dabo.
Looking for somebody to co-sign.
I'm going to go back to Dabo because Dabo like to give people that Christian thing. He like to say he a Christian, he a man of God. To all my brothers and sisters out there, please stop allowing these coaches to come in your house quoting scripture, talking about they love your child. That is the same scripture that had us hanging from a tree. I said it. Anyway, so moving right along, Florida. I like Florida. I told you and Marlo this a while back. I said it used to be good when the road to the national championship had to go through the state of Florida. Troy, you agreed with me when I said this last week. Florida State not finna win no national championship in 2 years. Not when I can go to Central Florida. Florida not finna win no national championship in 2 years. Not when I can go to South Florida. Miami not finna win no national championship in any year. Not when I can go to Florida Atlantic or Florida International. You got too many D1 schools in the state of Florida. And watch this. That's gonna get even worse now that we talk about FAMU and Bethune-Cookman. Like, how many D1 schools do you need in this little bit behind state? You ain't got that many. You ain't got that many people, Troy. They ain't coming to Florida State because they can go. Your second string and your third string look like what?
So I feel attacked. Because I don't care what nobody say when it comes to recruiting. We might have some shitty coaches, but when it comes to recruiting, we're gonna get some players. We luck up and accidentally get players. Now, where we've had the problem is, and we need to just tell the truth, because I wish all the bad things in life to happen to Jimbo Fisher and only Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher, his last 4 years, didn't recruit one decent offensive line. So then he was on
Central Florida.
Hold on.
They went undefeated.
No excuses for you. You took the money, get the players. You took the money.
You can't get the money. I don't want to sit on the bench. I'm going to Central Florida where I can start.
Okay.
I'm gonna win me a national championship at Central Florida.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Alabama, how big? They're getting players down there at freaking Palm Beach, Miami.
Ain't nobody watch this, Troy. Ain't nobody in the state of Alabama but Alabama and Auburn. You already fighting a recruiting war with Florida and Miami.
That's not a
now you got everybody in mama that you fight with.
Amari Cooper is not from Alabama. He not.
What was your recruiting rank last year? What was your recruiting rank last year?
We was 13. We was 13.
What about the year before then?
Before then, we was like 9.
What about the year before then?
I don't remember when Jimbo first left. I don't remember that recruiting class, but the one before that, Jimbo fell out of the top 5. And the only reason he was in the top 5 was because he had all the receivers and running backs. Not one line. It's Florida State.
Can I ask you a question? Because I'm trying to see some type of correspondence here. Is somebody able to look up the recruiting classes between Florida and Central Florida around by that time frame? Because I'm of the mindset Central Florida probably increased their recruiting class when y'all was falling off.
No, Central Florida got it. They didn't increase their recruiting class. It wasn't the 5 stars and the 4 stars that they were winning. It was the fucking 3 stars. People don't get that. The 3 stars is what make your team. The 3 stars are usually those top flight offensive linemen, and that's what was happening.
That's your depth, Troy. That's your
hold on. Wasn't getting them 3 stars.
Ain't that your depth?
The 3 stars was going to Alabama,
Troy, ain't that your depth?
Georgia. You was at Florida State with me. You know we used to own Live Oak. We used to get all them corn-fed boys that come up to Florida State. We own Live Oak. Where them boys at Live Oak going?
The only thing you had to worry about was Donovan McNabb. Now you got Central Florida, you got South Florida, and watch this. These universities are hiring name brand coaches. They're not hiring me and you off the street. So when they hire them name brand coaches, that cachet. Oh, I ain't never thought about going to Florida Atlantic, but I guess it's Lane Kiffin here. Let me give it a shot.
No, get this. This is the scene at Florida State. Man, there's a lot of coaches out there. We could get Mike Leach. We got some coaches out there. No, we need to do something different. Why we need to do something different? We need to do something different because the big name coach ain't work out for us. So who you gonna get? Mike Norville. Who? Mike Norville. Hold on a second.
Why you even supporting
the motherfucker with the cornrows? That's who we get. that guy. You cannot, just like we just found out with the previous coach, you cannot take a small-time coach and put him at Florida State. This is Florida State. This is the house that Bobby built. You can't just put anybody in there. And Jimbo reign does not count. He looked up on a national championship.
Can we get that renamed Bobby Bowden Field at Charlie Ward Stadium? Because I don't really believe I'm not with you with the mindset that Bobby built that. Florida State wasn't really doing what they were doing till Charlie Ward got back there at quarterback. You know, he transitioned the whole thing to the fast break offense because, you know, he was playing point guard at basketball and everything like that. And, you know, Charlie take off and do that thing. Like, I used to rock with the nose, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rocking with the nose as long as you've been rocking with the nose. And, you know, looking at the
You just so
I'm just saying, like, before there was a nose.
Leroy Butler
before there was
just go through that field.
Tommy Frazier.
So disrespectful.
Hold on, I'm just saying. Before we started talking about the Seminoles, I know my boy Tommy Frazier was running through the Gators. As good as Florida State was, they weren't playing for no national championship. They played for no national championship till Charlie said, let's go. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
First off,
that dude that you talking about didn't even want to start Charlie. He didn't even want Charlie to be on the field. And you know why he didn't want Charlie to be on the field.
Disrespectful because Florida State, Bobby used to say, we'll play anybody anywhere. We'll play you in the parking lot. We don't care.
With Charlie at quarterback, yeah.
He was playing Bo Jackson. What is you talking? I can't. Theo, come on, man. I can't with you. Don't.
I'm just saying, he playing Bo Jackson. Georgia played Bo Jackson too. What that mean? You ain't get that national prestige ain't come till y'all got that national championship, and it was delivered to you by that dude, number 17. Sad part about it is, number 17 was there when Winky was there. They ain't want 17 to get on the field. 17 wouldn't have got on the field if Winky hadn't went to go play baseball.
So y'all you're just gonna just bury Bobby like he ain't have Ron Simmons, he ain't have Dion. Like, do I need Amp Lee? Oh my, Amp Lee, Edgar Bennett. Come on, man, don't do that. Don't.
I mean, it's plenty of teams had good people. When did you play for your national championship? When did you play for your first national championship?
When Charlie.
I like Ron Simmons.
But hold on, whoa. Because now you disrespecting Brad Scott. Now you being disrespectful.
I just asked a question. Because I know we had
We won a national championship.
I know we
Brad
had
Scott
Hines Ward.
We're not going to run this and shoot. But
it's been a lot of good.
Buffalo doing.
I'm just saying it's been a lot of, we had a lot of good people come through Georgia too. You know what I'm saying? We had some good players come through Georgia. We had the only receiver I know to make a strong safety convert to free safety in the National Football League. I've never known a receiver make a strong safety revert to free safety. That's our part. That's the dude even got the Hines Ward rule. It's called the Hines. The rule is named after him. That still don't mean we got a national championship. All that greatness. We got dudes that went to Georgia and got Super Bowl rings but never got national championship. What you telling me? All this greatness you ain't got nothing to show for. You ain't getting nothing till Charlie got there. Say I'm lying.
Gentlemen, in case y'all missed it, Theo got in his feelings about Georgia again. Just want everybody, because I can't really bash him, man. That's already in his feelings about his team.
Tell me where the lie is. You did not win a national championship until Charlie Ward got back there at quarterback. And you almost didn't get that one because you lost to Notre Dame at Notre Dame. Receiver had to beg for y'all to get another shot. Play for the national championship. Yeah, I know. I was a Florida State fan. So when did y'all play for y'all first national championship? Was it with Leroy Nam back there? Was it with Ron Simmons down back there? Or was it when 17 got back there at quarterback?
Ladies and gentlemen, Theo was with me at Florida State when we went to national championships. So while he asking me these questions like he don't know the answer to them, kind of pissing me off. Theo already know how I feel about Mark Richt. That's why
he didn't even want Charlie Ward. You know what? Mark Richt, the reason why we ain't had a brother starting at quarterback since DJ Shocker. Yeah. I know some stuff you don't know. Watch this.
Who had an opportunity to start a quarterback?
Watch this.
A Heisman Trophy candidate.
Hold on, Troy. Hold on. You ready? My high school won the Georgia National. My high school, the Mitchell Baker Eagles, won the Georgia State Championship 3A in 1980. See, I graduated high school in 83. James Jackson was the starting quarterback. Boo-boo is what we called it. About 5'10", fast as lightning, throwing the ball the length of the field. Y'all had first dibs. I don't know what coach it was, but one of the Florida State coaches told James he was never going to play quarterback. He was going to stay at receiver. James Jackson went on to become the first black quarterback to start at the University of Georgia. I said that to say this. We both know they didn't want Charlie Ward to see the field. They put all their hopes and dreams in Chris Winkie. They had to change the offense up because Charlie no, we can't win like this. You had that spread attack offense with Charlie Ward, Ward Dunn, Peter Ward, Trouble on the outside, Lavernius Coles. But that was the brainchild of number 17 because if we've seen nothing else, we know Bobby Bowden mismanaged that quarterback position after Charlie left. He better be glad Chris Winkie came back because Chris Winkie coming back spared him. Got his second national championship with Chris Winkie. Yeah. So, no, I'm not finna give Bobby Bowden none of that.
Hold on. The dynasty happened.
Because with all that talent that you talking about he should at least played for a national championship, right? We got one national championship with Herschel Walker. And that's all we talking about is Herschel Walker. We ain't talking about nobody else on that team but Herschel Walker. Buck Baloo? No. Like Lindsey Scott? Ain't nobody talking about no Buck Baloo or Lindsey Scott.
For playing Penn State. No.
What you mean?
Joe Paterno on that fake record. That need to be by the record. Period.
He beat Miami.
What?
He beat Miami.
You talking to a Seminole about beating Miami? I'm supposed to be impressed by that?
I'm just saying, you act like Joe Paterno wasn't mobbed up back then. He beat Miami. Don't do that. They used to call that school linebacker U. We're not going to do that. I ain't going to let you discredit Joe Paterno like that just because you want to throw some shine, some more luster on FSU.
I ain't got to throw no. I don't have to do anything to Penn State that they didn't do themselves.
I know. Penn State did it, but you acted like you acted like Penn State wasn't for real back in the day. If Penn State wasn't for real back in the day, neither were y'all, because with all that talent y'all had, as much as you talking about Bobby Bowden was recruiting, obviously he couldn't get y'all to the national championship game with Ron Simmons and them boys.
I said Carter.
And
that's all I'm going to say.
Who?
Keyshawn Carter.
Who?
Look him up. Google him.
Who?
Bust.
Because you ain't say national championship. You ain't say national championship.
No, I did not. Oh, that. Oh, Lord, please. Oh, the Lakers is on. My favorite topic.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh Lord.
I just, since we have new blood on the podcast.
Who are they playing today? The Nuggets?
The Nuggets.
Yeah.
First off, let's talk about these Nuggets. The Nuggets started the bubble with an NBA 2K lineup. They had a center playing point guard. Their shortest player was 6'10". The power forward was 7'6". Like,
he said a 2K lineup.
They got that 2K lineup out there.
Like, for real, you just gonna put them on?
They got that two-way center out there, point guard.
So let me ask.
Who else in the starting lineup?
Are the Lakers your team, Troy?
No, Troy don't like LeBron.
Oh, so who's your team, Troy?
Portland. Portland got a shot to win it all.
We don't know why, but
you know why.
You went
we all got a shot to win something. We all got a shot to win something.
Okay. Of any team that has a possibility of catching fire, and this is a tournament. This ain't no regular NBA season. They're playing in one building, no crowds. This is a tournament. And in a tournament, I like my chances with Dame Dollar, CJ, and Melo. And Gary Trent Jr. I'm sorry, I disrespected you the last podcast. Gary Trent Jr. missed to throw up them threes and they just splash. So if that's what I'm looking at, I like them because you know and I know LeBron can't shoot threes and drive. LeBron can't play defense and shoot threes and drive and motivate his team. He gonna wear down. And AD, oh man, that Supermax contract you've been looking for, that's out the window.
And Theo,
I'm just, if you're a Laker fan, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not a Laker fan at all.
Anybody who names themselves King, I have some issues with.
Did he name himself King though?
Yes. He wanted to be called.
He did. You're right, he did.
He was supposed to be just the chosen one. Then, okay, well, he the heiress. I guess I'm the king. Nah, bro, you should have let that go. I'm looking at the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Los Angeles Lakers are giving me that same feeling I got when LeBron was in Cleveland, which is crazy because he ain't never had no AD playing with him in Cleveland.
When LeBron was in Cleveland, at what time? Which one? Which time?
The second time around. The second time around. And I'm talking about like when, and it's crazy, I'm finna say this, what he's dealing with right now reminds me of that last year he was in Cleveland the second time around. It's crazy. AD is on this team. They say AD didn't score single digits the last 2-3 games. How? You're supposed to be all that in the bag of chips. You're supposed to be in your prime. They keep talking about you're one of the top 10 paid people out there playing basketball right now. You know what? I know what's wrong with AD because AD is actually on my team in 2K20. The Brooklyn Nets. I got a two-way three-level score. Throw the ball down to AD, it go in and go out. How? Who on you? What you doing? AD is not a double-double dude on the damn game. So if he ain't double-double in 2K, watch this, see? I be looking at people. You ain't double-double over there. I ain't surprised when you start playing like this over here. Oh, you do this in 2K.
I'm at 2K. It's like the litmus of what they do.
I'm not surprised. I threw an alley-oop to the dude and he missed it. I'm like, he ain't even the second best player on the team, bro. It's Kevin Durant. And I'm throwing live. Who got AD in the paint when you throw it to him? How is that not automatic buckets?
So who comes out of the East this year?
Oh man.
Troy, you like Milwaukee, don't you?
I was like the Bucks.
No.
Huh?
I like actually because of the style of tournament this is, I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna tell you, I like the Raptors.
Okay, I can see that. But I think, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
If this was 20 years ago and this was a regular NBA playoffs, I'd be like, yeah, Milwaukee, they're gonna be able to grind. Ain't no grind in the bubble. Them boys look refreshed. They look brand new. They legs, like, you know something is up when the Houston Rockets are shooting contested threes and they're going in, but they're missing wide opens. So you know something is up. It's something in that juice. Like maybe they did get the wings flown in from Magic City. I don't know. For real, I need to hook up. I'm just saying. Maybe they got flown in.
As much as we mentioned Magic City on this podcast, can Magic City hook us up? Because this the third week we didn't talk about Magic City, and I'm still trying to figure out what them wings taste like. Like Magic City, we trying to see what it do.
I ain't never had them, so we
need that.
Oh, hold on. So, matter of fact, somebody sent me a message, and I'm gonna call her because she said something to me crazy, and I feel like you should not be going to the strip club to get no wings. But apparently, in Houston, my second favorite city, apparently they sell wings at a strip club. Hey, Java, can you hear me? Hey, Java, this is Troy with the Gathering Old Men podcast. You are live on the air. We were just talking about strip club wings. It's a lot of stuttering. What was that now?
What's wrong with strip club wings?
Oh man, let me say this so we don't get kicked off the air. Certain things I need separated. I leave my food in one place and I need my other stuff in other places. I don't need my debauchery.
I don't even want that, bro. I just need the wings, bro.
Time out. So you guys have to really come to a strip club in Houston because like they got places in these strip clubs that are like the food is amazing. You just go just for the food.
It sounds like we gonna have to bypass Magic City and go to Houston.
At this one club, oh my God.
Look, and here's the sad part.
Hold on.
The only reason why I'm going is for the food. I'm be like,
pancakes. I need to understand tea and pancakes.
No, P. Elemental P. P. You know what the rest of it.
The pea and pancakes. I heard that wrong, Theo. We're gonna move on. We're moving on.
What we looking at?
I heard pea and pancakes. Yeah, we moving.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Right along. Thank you so much.
You say pig?
You
say pig?
No, not pig. Pea.
No, the
pea pancake. You say pea? You talking about PEA?
No, I'm talking about. Oh my God, kitty and pancakes. How about that?
I mean, I'm trying to, cause I heard you say pea pancakes, but I was hoping you wasn't talking PEE.
No, not PEE. P, the letter P, without the rest of the word, and pancakes.
I don't really want that on my pancakes. I don't.
Nope, we're going. Thank you, Tyler. Nope, we're going.
I don't think anyone does that.
Yeah, I don't really know. I just really want the waffles.
Seafood buffet at the strip club during Lent. Wait, no, we gotta talk about this.
Oh, this is true. So no, I told Java about that because I've actually gone with my homeboy. That's his peak time is to go because they got a seafood bar at the strip club.
The hell am I eating seafood at the strip club for? Like something don't sound right. Some in the John Jacob Jr. don't sound right.
On like the marquee, it's like seafood bar.
This sounds like a place where you walk in and your credit card start crying. That's what it sounds like.
Houston is a great city though, so it's gonna be some food.
All I'm saying is, as soon as I walk in the strip club, it smells like fish. I'm saying that with a straight face because I don't think that's what's supposed to be hitting my nose when I walk up in there. Like,
This is true.
I mean, I'm saying the fish could be worldwide. Like the fish could be award winning. I don't need that scent hit my nose as soon as I walk in the strip club because my olfactory senses will tell me that's something else. And I'm like,
you don't want to smell seafood and see women gyrating around. That combination is not gonna work for you.
That ain't right. I'm gonna be sitting up like some just ain't right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the disclaimer in. These views are not of the company or the company that I own, or Fat Mouth Sports in general. These are the views of us and us alone. We may continue.
I'm just saying, like, suppose you going somewhere to get your feet done, and they sell hot dogs and stuff like that, and Cheetos, corn chips, and because they got a high potency of, a lot of bags of Cheetos in there, it's in there. You gonna feel some type of way going in there to get your feet taken care of, and you smell Cheeto, because we say that's them toes right there. So I'm not saying the fish can't be a delicacy.
Just back away.
I'm gonna need something around the door. I'm gonna need some spray stuff around the door.
Some spray stuff.
Some coffee beans, some coffee beans in my nose or something like that. Something I don't want to fish like that. Yeah, I don't want the female coming up to me trying to give me a lap dance. I'm like, that fish? I don't want that. See, that ain't gonna sound right. I'm gonna be like, I smell fish. She gonna take that the wrong way.
I know. Well, there's in our town we used to have the hot dog vendors that used to go around in the thongs. Used to get around the edge of the usually US 19, basically around the highway. And my mom used to work for the city and help get them to stop. Because the thing is, this is that, at some point in time when you're cooking, people have to adjust their thong at some point in time. Like, you can't be just the thongs and giving out hot dogs. It's just not right.
They had that in Tampa. They had that in Tampa one time. The women used to be on the side of the road selling hot dogs. I never got to experience that. So I feel like I've missed out on something.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. This wasn't Miami style hot dog vendors.
I'm just saying, you're trying to get me in a strip club to smell like fish. I would have wanted the hot dog on the side of the road.
It doesn't smell like fish. I mean, it doesn't.
It smells like seafood.
I mean, it smells like food, like fried food.
See, I can go in the strip club if it smells like fried food.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah, but you can't smell like seafood. It smells
like fried food. That's what it smells like. Fried food.
Okay, I can go for the fried food. I can go for the Troy. We're gonna have to get to, I guess, Houston at some point in time, because Magic City really should have gave us a plug by now. Like, we really should be going to Magic City this weekend for the wings.
You do know this is a topic that we can only do when women are on the show, because this would literally get us filleted.
Pardon the pun. Pardon the pun.
Wow. I see what you did there.
Oh Lord. So yeah, we're gonna have to go to Magic City, man, and see what these wings be like. We should be like, can I get the Lou Williams special?
You're a married man, back away. This is not the subject.
It's more than wings. The Lou Williams special more than wings. Don't say that.
You're not gonna get wings with that stuff.
I hope she's sleeping.
Oh Lord.
You have to understand that.
Why we can't ask for the Lou Williams special? He got the Lou Williams special. He said he went for wings.
Johnny, you say what now? People go to say what now?
Because people go to clubs in Houston, go places just for food. Like, they actually are not really going to the club. They like going, so-and-so man in such and such club, he cook in the bag. So, you go in there, you hungry. You got college students, so-and-so got the barbecue set up in front of such and such club. So you take your study break and you go and get barbecue.
I want to point out that college students are working at the club to make their way through school. So I guess we should support the food at the strip club. I guess.
I'm gonna say the strip club didn't change because I ain't never been a fan of strip clubs, but used to be back in the day when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Back in the good old days, people went to places for the reason they were supposed to be going to the places. You know what I'm saying? You went to the bar, you went to go get a drink. Went to the pool hall, you went to go play some pool or some darts. You went to the strip club, you went to go get a damn lap dance, and that was understood. Aside from the huge 2-for-1 drink minimum that they had. Now people are literally going to world famous restaurants in the strip club.
Yes.
capitalize. You got to capitalize on the time that they're there.
It's like,
Okay, Troy, can I play? Can I play? Can I play?
You know,
Theo, there
Can I
you
play?
your time.
Can I play? Can I play?
Go ahead.
I can see Troy. I can see me and you going to the strip club. I'm not a strip club dude. I can see me and you going to the strip club, and I can see several inappropriate conversations being had while we are enjoying our food. I can see there being a time my food actually drops out of my mouth because I'm gonna see something that's gonna just really I probably just ain't seen before, not in person. I don't think that's gonna be the same vibe if I take my wife. Like I don't know how, as much as women like to say, babe, ooh, she got a fat ass. As a dude, you don't really know how to respond to that. Cause you be like,
set up.
right. You be like, I see it, but I'm trying to act like I don't see it. But I did see it before you did, but I'm trying to act like it ain't really getting to me like that. Like you can't really, you gonna enjoy the food. But somebody gonna walk by and draw your full, unadulterated attention and get you in trouble with your lady. What you looking at? Like I can't even see. Watch this.
But that's what the strip club
Turn
is
back
for.
around and your lady see how you sitting right there. See how you sitting right there. You turn back around and your lady looking at you like that.
No, 9 times out of 10, your girls already peeped her out before you did.
But I don't want to get.
That's what I'm talking about right now.
So I did, and you waiting on me to say something stupid.
No, that's just
say nothing.
security.
You know what I'm saying? You looking at my eyes like this. You looking at my eyes, and you count how long my eyes stay on her. It better not be more than 2 seconds. Bitch,
that's insecurity right there.
No.
She's already peeped. She's already looked at every girl in the club and figured out who you gonna look at. So it is what it is.
So she gonna be cool with me looking at her.
If she, I hope she is. If you brought her there.
I did not bring her there. I came with Cass Stein. I came with Troy. I'm not doing that. See, I'm not. No.
As an unmarried man, I do not see the purpose of taking my woman to the strip club with me. Because
to the beach.
Exactly. How you gonna explain to your woman that you just got 2001s from the ATM machine and paid a $35 surcharge? How you gonna explain that? Like, she gonna be like, yeah, you had fun last night. Yeah, we had fun. And then she gonna look, well, what exactly is $35 on this statement? I'm not understanding. And then you have to explain to her that because it's a high-risk business, if you get your money in the high-risk business, you pay a higher surcharge than you would other places. And then she gonna want to know where the rest of the money went, and now you got a whole nother argument. And I don't know how we just spent 10 minutes on strip club etiquette. I don't know, but I mean, it's together and over here.
Here we are.
I've only been once, and it was for
me being married, man.
It was on a Tuesday, and the B Squad was there at this hood strip club.
Wait, hold on. Who goes to the strip club and see the B Squad on a Tuesday?
The B Squad. I was the B Squad.
It's $5 table dances. Like that's what you get on off day. So if you can't afford it, you don't go on a day you can't afford, right?
I feel like if you do a $5 dance, you trying to give me something that's gonna go back home with me.
Look, this is why they still had the glasses on. They looked like they was doing their homework in the back room. Then they had a chick who we call her the brown bomber. She was like she about 250.
That's the wrong night. That's not the right night. Well, it depends. If she like 250 and 6'6", then it makes sense.
My friend said, my guy friend who took us there, he was like going, look, it's like he was a docent for me. He's like going, look, a couple of rules. He said, y'all are educated women. He said, when this woman come out of the table trying to get this lap dance for anybody, he said, your job is not to try to convince them to go back to school and do something different. Just let them do what they do. He said, and then he explained to me that the chick who I'm thinking is probably not gonna make that much money because she's a little bit heavier and whatnot and older. He's like, I bet she's gonna make the most money. He said, because it's all about the showmanship. He said, see, y'all think it's gonna see, watch. Her thing was that she would jump straight up in the air and land splat on her back. And like, time to go to chiropractic, and I'm like, well, she probably might have hurt herself, but she made the most money that night. I was surprised.
Mother gonna be mad. He missed this podcast.
Yeah, bro. Like for real. Like he really gonna be. I'm.
But she looked like when she got out for work, like she leaves her club, she probably goes home and makes like 5 peanut butter jelly sandwiches for her 4 kids and stuff, and packs of lunches and stuff. She looked like she was somebody's mom.
I mean, every stripper is somebody's mom, right?
They don't all look like it though. They don't all look like it.
They all look like it, but a lot of them are though.
Yeah, a lot of them are, and they single too. Cause I'm not Usher. I'm mine.
Theo, we did something that the Joe Budden podcast can never do.
What's that?
We sat here and talked about strip club etiquette properly without being able to get killed on the internet.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know why? Because we gentlemen. Our mothers raised us to be gentlemen.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, to be gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Me for mine, I would just prefer my strip pole be at my house. I like to make it rain in my living room. That way I get more bang for my buck.
You're right.
You have to worry about the smell of the seafood, right?
I mean, I'm just saying, when she be like, babe, I want to go get some shoes, I'm like, you ain't saying nothing. That's how you circulate that wealth right there. That's how you keep that wealth in the house right there.
So for anybody that's new to the podcast, this would be called the Theo cleanup. He just cleaned up any questions that he may have in his relationship in that 2-minute little clip right there. Yeah, that's my dog.
Happy life, happy wife, man. We stay happy over here. Keep that money right here in the household. Ain't nobody playing.
Well, so, last week we announced Theo's addition to the podcast network. And I kind of purposefully wanted these 2 young ladies on the podcast because we wanted to welcome them to the Fat Mouth Sports Podcast Network.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
It is.
And there is some method to my madness. There is some method to my madness. A lot of times there's a lot of madness, more than method. But it's a method to my madness. And like we said last week, when we first did this thing, we were talking about sports. But if you listen to the podcast, it's more about people connecting. It's more about people having conversations. So, and especially in this time where we may not even have sports, if you come into the podcast just to hear sports, you're not going to get that. Like, hopefully, if somebody kind of back me up, you get some spirituality from the podcast, even though we just got done talking about strip clubs. Hopefully, you get something that can feed your soul from the podcast. And so, my goal has been, I wanted more voices that looked like me, that sounded like me, that talked about different things. So having these young ladies on the podcast network does that. So within the next 3 weeks, I'm going to make sure that they are on every platform that you can open up a phone, open up a computer, and hear what they have to say.
That's love.
And I'm blessed to be in this position. So it is only right that if you bless, try to bless other people.
You gotta keep it going.
Absolutely.
For anybody else out there that don't want Barstool Sports all up on your Instagram posts,
all in the video,
trying to push right-wing conspiracies, come to Fat Mouth Sports.
Come to Fat Mouth Sports.
Randomish over cocktails.
Said it again.
I said check out Randomish over cocktails.
There we go.
Random-ish. I love it. Listen, I love that title. Random-ish over cocktails. I want to come to the show. I want to have a cocktail with me.
Oh, you have to explain what your cocktail is.
There's talk about Houston. So, like I did with Marlo, we can do a live remote. I don't know, like, do you think the strip club will let us do a live remote in the strip club?
I'm not, bro. You know I ain't got good sense, bro. But I do want to try the food. Now, listen, I do want to try the food. We talking about the food. I love good food. I love good food.
The food is excellent.
Yeah, I love good food. I can appreciate that. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there laughing my ass off. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if the strip clubs are open now in Houston, but the food is excellent.
Okay.
We have drive-through strip clubs right now.
I heard. Listen.
Yeah.
We can get Brett to slow down.
Yeah,
Well, I
we
saw
have
a video of it.
So I know we beating this horse, but like, are you going to the strip club maintaining social distancing and have your mask on? Because if you eating wings, we already know you don't have your mask on.
You don't have your mask on.
I'm trying to figure out how they're doing lap dances with the social distancing. That's one of those. I feel like she Miss Perlin, she trying to get me VD and Corona. I just don't.
Look, these women are essential workers somehow, some way, and they need to keep working. We got to keep them.
Wow. You know what? I got to sit here and think about that one because I don't want to, argue with it. I don't want to debate it, but I'm just thinking about where we at in society when strippers are essential workers. Like,
how do we support them?
Look, my homeboy, he's from California. He said he thanks God for Houston because
like, how you mad at that?
saving his marriage. Houston is saving his marriage right now. Yeah.
Theo, what you're not gonna do is try and take that to your wife. You're a newlywed. Don't like.
That ain't your ministry right there. That is not your ministry.
Just don't do that. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, doctors, nurses, fire department, police officers, strippers. I had no idea. I'm not disagreeing with it. I just did not know. I didn't know it was on the same level.
Different PPE. Trust me. It's very PPE.
Y'all done told me something to do this evening. I ain't even mad at that. Get your money.
And by the way, Marlo tried to throw me under the bus with the whole Lou Williams thing. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen that, but go back and check the clip. Marlo tried to throw me all the way up under the bus. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put tag in the video so you can go back and check it out. Marlo tried to put me all the way up under the bus. Talking about, so when was that? Like, for real? For real, that's what we're gonna do? Just gonna put me out there. Like, that's that's my homeboy, but he'll roll me right up under that bus.
Troy, ladies, before this NBA season ends, we need to go get some wings from Magic City.
Yeah, I gotta because I'm in Houston, or just like you say, do a remote show so I can watch that one.
Because what we need to do is we need to go hard in on these wings. We be like, ladies and gentlemen, we here at Magic City with these wings. They got Lou Williams kicked out the bubble temporarily. We finna see what it's doing. We finna see if it's worth it. And I love me some wings. Oh, they better be on point. Or I'm gonna roast.
For their sake, I hope they're great. I hope they're
great. If they ain't great, I'm roasting the wing. Oh, you got it.
So I'm just gonna put this out there. I do not believe, and y'all, Magic City, you got the right to try and prove me wrong. I do not believe that the wings are all of that. What I do believe is that the presentation along with the wings is the reason that he had to make that trip.
No. We're going to give Lou the benefit. He ain't say nothing about the presentation. When asked a straight question, he gave a straight answer. Magic City ain't said nothing, so we finna go down there and we finna see what it looked like. We finna see if Lou really went for the wings. And we going to tell it on Fat Mouth Sports. We going to eat their wings.
So here's what I do. I will arrange for transportation if you can get your permission slip signed from your wife.
Listen, you need to understand something. One of the reasons why I'm with her is because my wife believes in all my dreams, hopes, goals, and aspirations as I do hers. And if she know we finna go down as Fat Mouth Sports and roast either Lou Williams or Magic City wings, hell, she gonna put the bill probably. They going down there. I'm waiting. I need to see the show. I want to see what these wings all about. Mm-hmm. We need to do a live remote broadcast. This us. We in Magic City eating these wings.
I may have to fly out for that one.
Yeah.
Or do a turnaround trip.
So before Marlo see this, I'm gonna call him tonight and let him know we're gonna do a remote. I'm gonna pack up all the gear and we're gonna do a remote from Magic City to test out these wings.
We need these wings. I need that.
Is there a particular flavor that he said, or just it was just the wings, just plain?
They just said wings in general, which leads me to believe there is some untruths to this story.
Because he didn't say lemon pepper ones were hidden. You know, people say like, oh, the lemon peppers are good.
Y'all know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna research tonight exactly what wings Lou Williams had. I'm also gonna look up and see exactly what wings Magic City offers and what the reviews are. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Lou, you not slick. We're gonna find out what's going on with these wings. You ain't just telling people I had to go get me some wings. So ain't no Popeyes in Orlando?
This Popeye, they're at the wide world of sports. There are
ain't no Popeye. Ain't no chicken.
I want to say there's like 6 like world-class restaurants there. So
right,
there's no reason for him to go, man, I really want some wings, but there is no good wings in entire Central Florida.
Wait a minute, hold on. 5-star restaurants don't really do buffalo wings like they're supposed to. Like,
these are NBA players. If they
I'm just saying, like, they don't really know
like,
what the buffalo wings taste like. You been to a 5-star restaurant and got some buffalo wings?
This Disney. What are you talking about? They make dreams happen. It's the Magic Kingdom.
I mean, I know it's the Magic Kingdom. I'm saying, have you ever been to a 5-star restaurant and had some buffalo wings? Like, I don't even think that's on the menu.
I would say, is it on the menu? Is it even offered?
So there is a hotel in Houston called Hotel Derrick. And they have a 5-star restaurant there. It's in the Galleria area. I hope it's still there. It was in the Galleria area.
It's still there, but I don't think it's a 5-star restaurant. Let's start there. No.
Get him. You know better. Get him.
What happened? The duck was so good.
Quite honest, that restaurant there and that bar there are for women ladies of the night. That's what that bar and restaurant is for.
Oh, no wonder Troy knows something about it.
That's what we're doing.
Wait, okay. What happened? There was an incident where a friend of mine and we went to Hotel Derrick to the little bar thing. We have a cocktail. The dude comes by, leaves his room key on the table and $100 bill. And I'm like,
well, damn, Troy, that tell you everything you need to know right there.
Again, for all the new people that may be coming to the podcast, we regularly go off the rails. Like, we ain't even off the rails no more. We off the reservation. We're behind the mountains. Like, it might not even be a real mountain scene. It might just be fake scenery. We're behind the fake scenery right now. We are
Well, I mean, it's an interesting topic. I'm pretty sure it's more than us want to know what them wings actually taste like. Like, there's some questions out there. What's this lemon pepper? What's this buffalo? I think all of us should order a different flavor just to give Lou that benefit of the doubt.
I feel like
he's like, it wasn't a best quality decision.
I feel like I was racially profiled because, like, I stayed at Hotel Derrick like 4 times and never got approached. I'm feeling some kind of way.
You might not have got racially profiled. You might have got financially profiled. I don't know.
wow.
I was giving away $100 traveler's checks to the maid.
You might be too dark skinned. I had been told myself by a stripper no in the ghettos.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. We were in Mexico and I'm a Marine, and she told the stripper in a strip club in Mexico.
How were those wings? Were the wings good there? Were the wings good there?
I ain't even ordered no wings. I was totally blown away when she said no in the ghettos. I was like, damn, a stripper with standards. Get the hell out of here.
They all have standards. They all have their.
Listen, I ain't know. I'm looking like, damn, like no in the ghettos, like a racist stripper? Who the hell? A Mexican racist stripper.
So
who was the same skin complexion as me, talking about no niggeros.
so
Anyway, we still on the winning.
from Dak Prescott to racial profiling Johns. Okay.
Let's go back to Zach. Let's go back to Dak.
Yeah, I feel safe with that. I feel like it's a good safe topic for us. Like,
Let's go back.
I feel like, no, you know what? I feel like Marlo should be here because, like, he been getting a pass, and we've been giving Gronk a pass. Gronk look fat and out of shape.
And y'all, okay, so Marlo is the only one on here saying Tampa Bay going to the Super Bowl. He's not here this evening. He's not. So Tom Brady look. Tom Brady look like if he get hit, that's it. Like I don't see no meat on his bones whatsoever. I got that big old knee brace on his left knee, and I'm like Tom. And then you talking about Gronk. Gronk is supposed to be wrestling. He ain't supposed to be playing football. Come on. Why are you surprised? Talking about this dude fat and out of shape. That's what's gonna get us kicked off the air because you talking about Gronkowski and Tom Brady. You know what they kicked us off for talking about Gerald McCoy. You know they're gonna kick us off for talking about Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady.
You're gonna keep saying it. Who? Matter of fact, hold on. Let's talk about it because I don't like how you and Marlo disrespecting Terry Bradshaw.
If you saw, okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw the previous podcast, broadcast from Orlando, actually there's 2 podcasts ago now. That'll come out tomorrow, and then this one will come out subsequent day. But if you saw 2 podcasts ago, I said Terry Bradshaw was top 5 because he was undefeated in Super Bowls.
Number 2.
My standards are yards and performance of your wide receivers. Do you get wins? Do you win Super Bowls?
So he's top 5. Where does he land in at top 5?
I think
number 2.
I think I had
Terry
him.
Bradshaw of all
Number
time.
2. Number 2. I can tell you why. Number 2. I'm putting him behind Joe Montana. And I don't even like doing that. He number 2.
So my top 5 was Joe Montana.
Right. I can agree with that.
It was Dan Marino.
I don't know about that. Keep going.
Even though he didn't win a Super Bowl, go ahead.
Yeah. He went to 1 Super Bowl, and
Yeah,
all them yards, I got
to John Rickens ran through him. Keep going.
It would have made me lose. It was 3.
Dan Marino. Joe Montana, Dan Marino.
Tom Brady. Actually, no, I didn't. I had to switch. I had Terry Bradshaw, Tom Brady. And I'm missing something. Oh, Warren Moon. Warren Moon was my 5th.
Okay, so we're not going to throw Peyton Manning in there at all?
No. Can't get in there because Warren Moon, at the time of his retirement, had the most professional championships of any quarterback. He had the most yards.
Played in the Canadian Football League. He did play in the Canadian Football League.
I like Warren Moon. Like,
yeah. I think that's what we miss is when we talk Warren Moon, he's in the NFL Hall of Fame, but we don't talk about his CFL accolades. I think that gets overlooked. I
want to say it was like 5 straight Grey Cups, but he had a lot of chips up there in Canada.
We might need to do a show just based on that alone, because if you talking about Warren Moon, and this is just me, because I didn't know that. You know, we talking Canadian Football League, but if you talking about 5 championships, Canadian Football League, a field that's wider and longer.
Wider and
In
longer.
the NFL, it was getting yards.
Listen,
Okay,
you ready? I'm of the mindset. He might be in the top 3.
Okay, let's go with top 5 black quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, Ty, I like that. Top 5.
So if we talk
Warren Moon for sure.
Warren Moon got to be number 1. He got to be number 1.
He has to be. Okay, but who's number 2?
Number
Doug
2,
Williams.
Doug Williams.
Okay.
I was fucking the fan in. It's Doug Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He did more with less.
I would say the third one would have been, what was it? Bourbon Street Joe?
So
Had he not started doing drugs, Terry Bradshaw would have never started.
okay, so where does Steve McNair fall on your list?
Yeah, dang.
So, oh man.
You got Steve McNair. Steve McNair would fall higher on my list if it wasn't for the fact that I literally watched Jeff Fisher change this dude's output. Steve McNair at Alcorn State was known as Air McNair. And when he got to Tennessee, all he did was turn around and hand that ball off to Eddie George.
So where does Cunningham fall on your list?
Ooh, golly, I like you.
I knew she was like, and then here go the other part. So we talked about this, and
Right.
I gotta like, so I'm gonna be abusive to Donovan McNabb because I feel like you had an opportunity to beat Tom Brady, and if Eli could beat Tom Brady, why you couldn't?
So do you put McNabb over Vic?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Oh man.
I said top 5. You.
He said top 5. We got so far. Who we got? We got Doug Williams. We got
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon. Who was the first one?
Warren Moon was first.
Warren Moon, Doug Williams. See you.
I said McNair and Cunningham. Where they fall into your list?
Yeah, see, now I gotta go back because I gotta look at Michael Vick.
Vic over McNabb, no, any day.
Yeah. Then I gotta look at that.
But do you add what's his name when he gets? I guess when he has more time, huh?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Russell Wilson easily falling into the top 5 once he's done playing this game. Dang, you asking a tough.
No, I'm gonna be irrational. No, he cannot.
What?
No. If I'm gonna kill Matt Ryan.
She said, Troy, hold on, don't do that to yourself. She said after his career is over. We can't speak right now on him because we don't know what his career has yet to give us down the road. We're not going to do that to him. We're going to leave him alone. Because watch this. As bad as you dislike Matt Ryan, you're going to have to change your tune if Matt Ryan knock out 2 out of 3 Super Bowls.
No, I'm not.
If he win the MVP in them and he throw all them yards that you talk about, if Matt Ryan goes to the Super Bowl 3 times before he retires, he wins 2 of them, is named at least the MVP in one of them, you're going to have to reassess how you address Matt Ryan.
So you please keep this video for perpetuity. But I'm going.
You're not in danger of that. Hold on. You're not in danger of that.
Oh no, because I was gonna say if he wins 2 Super Bowls, I will walk down Bourbon Street in my drawers.
Hey, you're not in danger of that happening. I'm just look, hold on. Let me act right because I'm too close to the Georgia border. There's a lot of Atlanta Falcon fans in Tallahassee, Florida. So let me make sure I say what I say.
I say about the voice all the time.
We still haven't had 5. I don't think it's really hard to do 5. You can do 10, but it's hard to do 5.
Yeah, because you're looking at, and the sad part about it is the reason why we're having this difficulty is because we're looking at black quarterbacks not being given the opportunity to play the position like they should have. It's so stretched out that it's crazy. Like we should literally be able to easily come up with 5 great NFL quarterbacks in 2020.
Here's what's
does Cordell make your list?
So I'm gonna throw a name out there.
Hell no.
Don't do that. Don't do that to the Steelers.
Cordell Stewart? No. Hell no. Talking about the dude that wouldn't throw the ball over the middle of the field. He preferred to throw the outs, getting the balls picked off. Hell no.
So
Hell no.
For everybody out there that I like to throw little nuggets of knowledge out there. So as an Oakland Raider fan, I am very, very aware that Marcus Allen had a brother named Damon Allen who played quarterback in the CFL and was very talented. But the NFL, for some reason, even after Warren Moon told them what the deal was, still did not want to bring that man down to the NFL.
You talking about the same NFL that don't want to hire Colin Kaepernick right now? They just gonna hang on to everybody else. You talking about that NFL? That ain't too hard to believe.
NFL. Had
I
he
ain't never
came
seen
to the league, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Can I say something?
He ain't can throw on the run.
Can I say something? I'm gonna get serious for a second. I still play football. As Herman Edwards say, you play to win the game. Not to put money in your pockets. You play to win the game. I don't like the New England Patriots, but I respect the New England Patriots because they play to win the game. I don't like Tom Brady, but I respect Tom Brady because he plays to win the game. We say whatever we want to say about Tom Brady. There are way too many teams, way too many players in the NFL not playing to win the game. When you tell me about a black quarterback that is capable of winning you titles and you don't want him to play for that position for no other reason than the color of his skin, you're not concerned about winning the game. Your personal prejudices have superseded your championship expectations. And that is a selfish ass move for any owner, any general manager, any damn coach.
So
I'm literally sitting here right now as a Steelers fan, and I cannot explain to you why Colin Kaepernick is not on the roster. I don't have a good reason. I got plethora of excuses. But I don't have one good reason why a team that went 8-8 with an injured quarterback, with a black head coach who was hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers, who owners are literally the reason, I don't want to say the reason he got hired, but it's the Rooney Rule. It's the Rooney Rule. You literally have a dude who did nothing wrong. If it was, we wouldn't be talking about George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery. We could keep going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And we know this. I said this 2 weeks ago, Troy. I'm saying it again. I do not understand, knowing what we know in our country, in the National Football League, why any black player is talking about playing, knowing damn good and well what they did to Colin. We talk about solidarity. We talk about coming together as black people. We can't come together if one of us is left out. If they won't take one of us, they shouldn't have access to any of us. That's my belief. There's no reason why the only reason why Colin should be sitting outside of football right now is because if Colin wants to sit outside of football.
So
we're not holding the NFL accountable.
The fans have to be in solidarity with the players because they're risking their livelihoods of not playing. And we have to watch.
Watch this.
So,
I say this.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you some history. I'm gonna give you some history real quick. So back in what was that, 82, 83 strike, the NFL Players Union was informed, hey, it might be a strike. Save your money. We don't know how long the strike gonna last. The only way we're gonna get guaranteed contracts and the things that we want is if we are complete unit.
Right.
So the brother who was, the name eludes me now, it's not Art Shell, but it was one of his teammates, was the NFLPA at the time. And he specifically went to black players and say, hey, I know y'all out here living records, save your money. You're going to need it. The Scabs didn't play but what? 5 games?
4 or 5 games, yeah.
And they was already crossing the line. Dallas had 4 players back. Tony Dorsett was already back before the strike was over. So we know the history just of the NFLPA as a whole. We know they're not a solid group. And they're not a solid group because of the
that's my point. And Troy, that's my point. It's like you can't keep complaining about how you're being treated if you're not going to do something about it. You can't keep saying that he deserves this, but you who are in power to do something about it won't. I'm of the mindset of this. As much as the NFL players, and we're not talking about just black players, white players have came out and said Colin needs to have a job. I don't think the owners want to play with that. I think if the NFLPA sent a letter to the owners right now and said, if Colin ain't got a job, we good. Because we might not have sports this year. If anything, if at any point in time you had an opportunity to play this card, this is the time. We don't play now, that's cool. Y'all probably not looking at nothing. But you're going to want us to come back next year. Colin need to have a job. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about shortening the season. We're not talking about any of that. We're not talking about black coach. All we're saying is you came out and you said this man should never have been fired. You've apologized. You put your foot in your own damn mouth. Should have kept your mouth closed, but you did. And then you had us double down and release a PA, an NFL PA about this. This is the moment now. Let's get out of our way. Let's stop being afraid, because fear is a tactic that people have been using for us for ages now to keep us in place. Us no longer listening to that fear is what's causing change in this country today. It is time for the NFL players, if they're going to keep talking about Colin Kaepernick and how he was so wrongfully done, then it is time for black people in the NFL, whether they be the players, whether they be the coaches, whether they be the analysts, to put their foot where their mouth is. Watch this. We don't say anything. When the last time you mentioned Washington's former name? When the last time you mentioned Washington's former name? Been a minute, huh? We cause that. Not the Native Americans. We cause that. It's like, oh, Lord, they tripping about black. Oh, we got to do something about the Native Americans now. We cause that.
And the franchise just keep giving us jokes.
If nothing else, they could pay this man for 2 years worth of lost salary. 3 to 4 years worth of lost salary. The 32 owners could come together and financially compensate him a starter's salary for the past 3 years and not miss a beat.
But does that make it right, though? Like, he should still be able to play.
No, it doesn't make it right, but watch this. How much am I getting ready to say right now? Because we know you did him dirty. You cost him money. So if you give him this money, at least I see you doing something. Does that mean I'm finna forgive you for blackballing him? Hell no. He should never been blackballed in the first place. But at least you did give him money to make up for it, because Colin has a right to live too. Colin has a right to have access to the same funds that the other players in the NFL do. And the only reason he wasn't given that access wasn't because he was disrespecting the flag. I'm a veteran. Wasn't because he was disrespecting me. That wasn't it.
I get what you're saying. I really think it's just not, like, for instance, what happened with the Washington former, whatever their name was now, but they were losing. I mean, they were also losing people like supporting them for a while. But like, what if Nike said we're no longer going to be in contract with the NFL?
That might work. But see how you and I having this conversation? That's crazy that you say that. And I'm of the mindset that would work because of how much Nike is backing Colin. But who is having that conversation? We just started this. You. That's a damn good idea. You know, that I can't even say nothing. That go along.
It makes me mad that Nike. It makes me mad that Nike has extended their contract with the NFL, but yet they still support Colin. So at the same time, like, you're sitting at both ends of the table saying two different things.
Right.
So,
and that's why I said somebody that looks like Colin is going to have to personally make this an issue and say, no, this is what needs to be done. Because we're not sitting up here. Think about how you're looking, your image. And see, we letting Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he been quiet during this whole time frame. Can't get this dude to open up his mouth and say nothing about Black Lives Matter. Because he basically telling you he don't give a damn. That's why he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, well, he don't care.
Yeah. So it can't be that if you're not going to fight for your freedom, you can't complain about your slavery. If you're not willing to fight for your freedom, you cannot complain about being enslaved. And I'm tired of hearing football players complain about Colin Kaepernick should be back in the NFL, and they literally not putting their foot where their mouth is. You talking. We got a podcast. We can do the talking. We can talk for you. You need to do something else besides talking. You don't even get paid to talk. You get paid to hit somebody. You get paid to catch something. You get paid to throw something. You get paid to block something. You get paid to run somewhere. Stop talking about Colin if all you're going to do is talk. Richard Sherman need to close his mouth. Don't say nothing else about Colin until you're going to do something about it. Don't put yourself, because see, Colin didn't just talk about it. Colin was about it.
So do you feel like Colin, he just happened to fall in this position, or he actually is the activist that he portrays to be?
That's a loaded question.
No,
Because I believe he kind of fell into a position. I don't think he's the. I wish it was a different voice, because he doesn't. I don't feel like he unifies the. And I feel like had this been beast mode, had this been like Richard Sherman, I feel like it'd have been a lot more people backing them up, because they do talk a lot more. Like when Bennett.
Here's what I can tell you. Because you asked a great question. That was a great question. It's very loaded. I don't know. Troy, this is your first time seeing me, talking to me and everything. Troy has seen me do my live videos and everything like that. I want to do comedic videos, YouTube videos. I love talking sports. I do. I love football. I'm holding the football right here. I got too many Nike cleats in my closet. I don't want to say I talk too much about it, but I find myself drawn to being the outspoken voice for social injustice. So when you ask the question, was it put on him or did it kind of fall in his lap? It's when you see your brothers and sisters out here dying, you can't make heads or tail out of it. And if you got a good heart, you start asking some serious questions. Colin is a biracial. So he knows the love that's supposed to exist between Caucasian Americans and African Americans. He knows it's supposed to exist there. So he's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I know, because I'm thinking about something. Then as a black man, he's saying to himself, as a biracial man, but he calls himself black because the world identifies him to be a black, just like they do Barack Obama. Barack Obama could never walk around and just say, I'm biracial. Somebody's going to call him black. It's going to be what it is. When Colin take off the uniform, he's just another N-word. That's what the players are talking about right now in college football. That's why they're trying to unionize. When we take these uniforms off, y'all don't give a damn about us. I'm literally looking at Colin Kaepernick. I'm raised in Camilla, Georgia. There's a Walmart on Highway 19. Less than 2 miles from that Walmart is the biggest Confederate flag I've ever seen. I live in Tallahassee. Down the road from Walmart on Appalachian Parkway, you get to Monticello, there's another huge building with the biggest Confederate flag I've ever seen. I got called a nigger when I was in the Marine Corps by a Navy sailor. It was 1987. You fucking nigga, I hate your guts. I had just taken an oath to defend my country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. My grandfather served in the Army. He got treated like a second-class citizen in Camilla, Georgia. He was literally 60-something years old, referring to teenage white males as sir. And they never returned it to him. I'm pissed about Trayvon Martin. I am angry to this day. I couldn't be in George Floyd. I'm sorry, I couldn't be in George Zimmerman's presence. Y'all gonna lose me. I'm telling you, that's a promise. You're gonna lose me. Because not only am I a black man, I'm a black father. I take that very, very seriously. I take it just as serious, if not more so serious, than I did with the pledge. That's all Colin was talking about. He didn't ask to be treated special. He asked that his brothers and sisters, and there's nothing more honorable than somebody willing to sacrifice that. He asked for his brothers and sisters to be treated just like everybody else. And it makes me angry that so-called Americans, who really are traitors, who commit treasonous acts every day, flying the Confederate flag and flying the swastika, and I'm not gonna say that, but as an American soldier, you're committing treason. Flying the Confederate flag is a traitorous act, and I believe you deserve what traitors get when you do that. Ain't that what we talking about? As America looking for me as a black man to be proud of being an American first, not to be proud of being black first. So if I'm proud of being American and I'm a soldier, I'm supposed to put my foot in your ass when you fly that flag, both of them, because they disrespectful to me and mine, my fellow American soldiers. Regardless of whether they be black, white, Jew, Gentile, it don't even matter. That's what Colin was talking about. And they boo-booed on this man. They dishonored this man. They bad-mouthed this man. They publicly castrated this man for no other reason than he was just talking about being treated like a fellow American, like an American citizen. I got this douchebag in the White House who not preaching unity at all, further preaching separation. But the guy who was talking about unity, they blackballed. Nah. As a man, as a U.S. citizen, as a veteran of this country, you owe Colin his money. And if you're in the NFL and you are a player, because see, in the Marine Corps, we have a simple slogan. You don't leave nobody behind. You got your money and Colin ain't got his money, you leaving Colin behind. We don't do that where I come from. So if you're not going to be about it, I need Richard Sherman and every NFL player to shut the hell up about Colin Kaepernick. We probably come out better letting people like me and you get Colin his job back. Because I like that damn idea, what you said about Nike. That makes all the damn sense in the world. And that's something we probably need to, not probably, we need to bring that to the table the very next podcast. Like that need to be the very first topic. Hold up, Nike. Holla at your boy. What we doing? You went behind the Native Americans. You said you took down every Washington logo. It wasn't that hard. You took down every Washington logo like it was nothing. Okay, let's get Colin his job back. Okay, let's get his job back. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Let's get his job back. That's how I'm feeling. Let's get that job back. Let's stop being afraid and let's show Americans that, you know what, this is one damn country. Because if not, like I said, I'm still mad about Trayvon Martin. George Zimmerman is on site. Take it for what you will. They worried about a rapper getting in? No, you worried about the wrong person. On site. Because I got kids. I got a 26-year-old daughter. I got a 19-year-old daughter. I got an 8-year-old daughter. Got a 7-year-old daughter. Got a 3-year-old granddaughter. Put your hands on them if you want to.
So on that note, we're going to end the podcast, but we will be talking about that team, the Washington football team not being able to understand basic Twitter etiquette and putting on a hashtag 1932. We know when y'all was founded and we know what the name was. You think you slick? You think when you see that? So the fact that you couldn't even get that out there because, again, they had 3 weeks to come up with a name. So we know that entire marketing department is just inept and incompetent.
I keep telling you they had longer than 3 weeks. Stop doing that.
I'm talking about from the time they said we thinking about changing the name. That was 3 weeks. And so for 3 weeks, dudes and marketing fighters. Man, we got
years.
Huh?
It's not been just 3 weeks. He's had years. I said he's had years to go over this whole name thing. It's not just, it wasn't, this 2020 wasn't the day this all went down.
That's what I told Troy.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Why? No. Colin didn't get the benefit of the doubt. We're not giving Dan Snyder the benefit of nothing.
I'm not giving Dan Snyder the benefit of the doubt on all the stuff he did previously. I am talking about from the time that he started.
No. He don't get nothing. We ain't giving it. We ain't. You see where I'm at? You see where I'm at? We ain't giving it to Colin. We ain't giving it to him. He need to wait 3-4 years before we get him the benefit of the doubt. Like they waited 3-4 years before they gave Colin the benefit of the doubt. He don't get nothing now.
There is a chief marketing officer somewhere in Washington, D.C. that should not have a job. Because
Dan Snyder should be an owner.
From the time it was announced, hey, man, these are the potential list of names. Oh, somebody else got that trademark. Oh, somebody else got a trade. $150 million is nothing to $1 billion franchise.
They are the number 4 richest team in the world.
Right. The reason why they don't have a name is because of the arrogance. And watch this. I love saying this word. The arrogance and the entitled attitude of one Daniel Snyder. That's why they ain't got a name. He should have changed the name when he bought the team. Oh no, I'm gonna always call them Redskins. Okay, well, can I call you? No, see, I'm gonna get in trouble if I say that. See, I didn't understand how the Washington, that name is a derogatory name. You might as well have called it the Washington N-word. How did that fly? And why are so many people protecting it? Because if we stood up here and say and call them the Washington Slackers, see, I did that. If we stood up here and called them the Washington Slackers, everybody and their mama gonna get mad at me.
No, it's because it's right. That'd be the perfect name for them, though.
Yeah, I like that. Pun intended. But how do you, if you gonna be upset if I call you the C word, how you comfortable calling somebody? Like that blows my mind. But then watch this. We just as guilty.
Oh, yeah.
I never understood. I asked somebody, how are you a black man okay with saying this? This should piss you off. How you a Washington fan? Point blank period. Let's get that out.
So we just gonna cater to the Cowboy fan already?
I'm just saying, like, I would. First of all, if I'm gonna pick somebody at the NFC East, I am picking the Cowboys to come out this NFC East, but I prefer the Giants. I love the Giants. I'm from New York, Bronx, New York. But, come on, man. They tripping. He had Troy, it wasn't 3 weeks. She is absolutely right. It was not 3 weeks. He had, from the time he bought the team, his arrogance, his self-entitled attitude, the fact that he looked at the color of his skin and thought he could do whatever and whenever and however he wanted. That's why they're going to walk out there this year without a logo. That's why they're going to walk out there. I need Madden 20. I need Madden 21 to be on point. That's going to be a collector's item. I need no logos on that uniform from Washington. None.
So I'm gonna tell a quick story. So about 5 years ago, I had prostate cancer. So I had the world is ending. I need to do everything right now. So everybody know, if you don't know, I love Jill Scott. That should have been my baby mama. But
ain't she single? Ain't she single?
She is single. She is. I'm not gonna shoot my shot this podcast, but at some point I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm just saying. But anyway, so me and Java go up to Spirit Fest in Maryland. So we go up to Spirit Fest. Theo, when I tell you I saw a sea of brothers wearing R-word jerseys, I'm confused.
Bruh.
I'm confused. Like, even when Dion was there, I was like, I want to root for Dion, but I can't do it. I just
watch this. Watch this. I asked one of them a question. He played flag football, named KP. Name's KP. Cool dude. From the DC area. Shout out to the DC area. I don't know if y'all still listening to Go-Go music, but my man Genuine.
That's right.
I asked him about it, and he said, that's not the same thing. I said, huh? He said it's not the same thing. I said, so as a black man, you telling me that calling them a redskin ain't the same thing as you being called the N-word? That's what we doing? Yeah. I said, okay, I'm good. That's why you know what? I'm good. I don't even want to talk to you no more. Not about this. Yeah. So what we doing? I mean, that brainwashing run deep. That Matrix programming, Keanu Reeves, Matrix, it ain't as many of us walking around here with them, without being unplugged. It ain't that many of us. There's quite a few still plugged in.
You know what? We're gonna end it though. Thank you, ladies, for joining our podcast.
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks for having us.
I would love to get you on with Marlo. Today was a great day to get you on with Marlo, but we'll figure that out. We'll get that set up.